Hey everyone, so this is a quick follow-up from the study group that we did yesterday on February 3rd, and there's two parts to this. First and foremost, your homework, just to be abundantly clear, and if you don't have a chance to watch the entire study group, I challenge all of you to make a video similar to like this through Zoom or doing it with a DSLR or whatever you have access to your phone, and tell your story why. I'm going to record my story later. I'm going to try and do it in a quality that I can use for our website, social media. And I'm going to just be honest and put myself out there. And I've done it a few times on the podcast and other classes. I want you to really tell your story, but don't just do the, hey, my name's Brandon. I got into exercise because it made me, try to access some of your pain points and tell parts of the insecurities a part of your story that you feel comfortable to share. Hey everyone, my name's Brandon, and my inception to exercise was a little bit different than you might expect. I was actually a drummer before I was a worker outer, and how I got into this whole exercising thing was I was insecure about being the skinny small guy at the back of the stage playing drums at all of these shows, and I wanted to look more muscular and have a bigger presence, which lent me getting into exercise and and that's exactly kind of what I'm going to be doing. And we'll tell two stories. I'm going to tell two pain points, as you guys heard me do yesterday. One, the insecure drummer thing, and then the other one is the back pain from trying to do all the right stuff thing. And I think those are both very powerful things. And then it turns into why I love helping people. So practice telling your story. Honestly, you got to do drills like we were talking about in Sportsland. So if you need to, record it, watch it, delete it, record it, watch it, delete it, and watch the improvement happen, because this improvisation of communicating in a seamless flow happens from a lot of practice. The second thing, and this actually comes from my story, something that happened just this morning. I have a long-standing client that I've been working with for years. I've only been seeing him once a week, and he's someone who is very committed to being a healthy individual. He just turned 71, and he has a chronic, ultimately terminal lung condition, but we've done a great job through the metrics that we can collect and through his physician helping us, seeing that he's doing great. And he's viewed me as a resource for his lungs for a long time. But through our work together over 3 years, I've told him stories about other people in here that relate to why there are so many unique demographics in the facility. Telling them stories about people with joint replacements and damaged parts of their body that we build back up and getting them back to doing what they love. I tell these stories because I want our clients to know memorable stories and experiences that they could relate to from family or friends, so they could tell other people about it. Well, oddly enough and sadly enough, this exact client fell and broke his hip 2 days ago. He has a plate and screws put into his body. So someone at 71 who's really never had any joint problems outside of some small back discomfort now has a mega structural change to his body. So although the original fundamental objective that we set up and of the stories I told him that I was going to help him with were all about lungs and anaerobic and aerobic capacity for life, I continue to tell stories that resonate with my business's narrative and other people in here, looking at the Glenn, Taylor, Eric, Chris's, and everyone else's clients in here and telling little parts of their story, but congenial parts, never anything too personal, about joint problems and other stories. And so now this client, from our storytelling, is now experiencing a new level of problems. And I'm really sad to hear that. But those new level of problems resonate with stories that I've told him that we've helped with. So I got a text message this morning saying, looks like we're going to have to change gears and my goals are going to be a little bit different when I can get back after this COVID thing. So the brilliant thing about that, I mean, I'm very sad that he fell and hurt himself and we have to change direction because of this unexpected trauma. It is the storytelling that I've told of my business, of the clients, other people in here, other trainer clients' experience, and those borrowing of stories to share with him to let him know that if something like that ever happened, which does happen when you're older, that we could help him. And so now this has turned into a really cool thing where I was seeing this one guy once a week might turn into twice a week in very different relationships. So anyway, storytelling is very powerful, and it's much like investments. You have to put a little bit in now, practice, 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 and over time, it will grow in how much it helps your business. The dividends will pay for themselves as your communication gets better and your story gets better. Anyway, hope this was helpful. If you didn't watch the whole study group, you're more than welcome to, but if not, the ultimate goal, especially if you work here, practice telling your story. And if you feel comfortable and you're a strata folk and you'd love to record it in this professional setting so we could use it for some marketing and you can use it, I'd be happy to help you set up, do a nice clean shot here with some nice lighting and make it look really good. But please, if you're open to it, post it in the Teams thing. I'd love to see what you guys are doing. It's good to see the growth.